Oh, something saw me. Oh, the Thrusks. I remember Thrusks. Let's get them. These guys can be nasty if you're not careful with it. But thankfully, they shoot fireballs. They're not like melee fighters. Ow. Ow. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Please stop. They do a lot of damage to people who cannot resist them. They're also weak to ice, so, you know. And we got hyenas. You know, your standard desert fare. Daru is... I mean, not Daru. Tar is already out of mana. That's normal. But let's explore this upper area first, because this upper area is not required for game. The title being a Star Wars reference. Was it? I don't even... I thought it was a Pokemon reference. Oh, wait, no, the title. I thought you meant my announcement message. No, I don't... the title wasn't a reference. I didn't... I just typed that. What is that? Thrusk Channeler. Okay. There's already an elite. We just started. That's normal, honestly. Let's continue clearing this area out. I want to clear this entire area out because there is some stuff here that's important to do. Eventually. I'm going to watch my health very carefully because these hyenas all want to attack me. Hyenas prefer soft food. How's it going, Sanzi? How are you doing today? You meant the Discord announcement? Again, I thought that was a Pokemon reference, not a Star Wars reference. Ooh, there's a big boy right there. That's a scorpion. But not the queen kind, so it's not very interesting. It actually has a lot of health. Ow, stop. Those guys aren't pushovers. They have a lot of defense. More Sand Reaper. Sand Reapers are this area's trash mob. There are a lot of them, as you could probably guess. Also, having a good nature mage is an idea here because basically everything is weak to ice. Which is nice. Hi there, Scarfy. You're still tweaking that. Well, to be fair, it takes a long time to balance something like that. I'm just going to AFK and get some dessert. You mean some desert? Are you sure you don't mean get some desert? Got him. Okay, 2 scorpions. I believe this is a room I don't want to go in. Yet. Okay, this guy's way too much HP. Well, it does... Samuel wasn't helping there, so that's probably why it took so long. Hopefully you've all been having a lovely morning. Now, is this the area... Yeah, I don't want to go in here yet. We want to get... What's this? What's invulnerabilities level? We want at least invulnerability level 2 before we go in there. I have level 2. There's no way I'm getting invulnerability 3 before that, so... I thought the announcement was referring to Anakin's quote, "I don't like sand, of course it's rough and it gets everywhere." Oh yeah, okay. I didn't realize that was a Star Wars quote. In my head it was a Pokemon quote from one of the youngsters that I know also says that. But what it probably is the Pokemon quote is a reference to the Star Wars quote. What the heck? Where'd that one come from? So I'd like to point out that the soldiers here have the least efficient weapons in all of history. The arrows do less than a point of damage. Those are our allies, folks. Okay. When you see, like, mounds in the sand like this, there can be an enemy concealed under them. So if you see a large group of mounds like that, that's not necessarily a good thing. But we've got a Thrusk Channeler up here and a Scorpion that doesn't really matter. What's the melee 13? I don't think Lothar has that high of a melee skill. You can Stone Form against him, that's fine. Doesn't really do anything to help damage it, but it keeps you alive, so... I want to kill the Channeler. Thank you. That wasn't too bad. Let me look at that Talisman. Prize level 18, it gives 5 armor. Does anybody have something crappy? Yeah, yours is kind of crap. There's no... I'm not even... I've got a couple levels still. Can you open this yet? Yeah, okay. I didn't think he could open it yet. And nothing I can use. Good. Well, actually, Sentinel Greaves, that's... yeah, that's not as good as what he's got. I don't understand why that's so good. Yeah. There's a lot of cross... I like cross-franchise referencing. It's a very nice way to honor other people's work without actually plagiarizing it. I'm willing to bet that Lothar's melee is exactly level 13. Because the thing is, whenever you're playing a Fist of Stone, your melee and nature magic tend to go up not quite as fast as everything else. What? Oh, there's some Sand Reapers still. Again, they're pushovers. Alright. Now we can talk to the person we need to talk to.
I hope our travels bring us through Amanlu. I have unfinished business there.
It has to do with the charges laid against you, no?
Yes, I don't want to talk about it.
Oof.
At last! We have been desperate for reinforcements. Where are the rest of your men?
Alas, I am not who you were expecting. There was a squad approaching, but the Dark Wizards destroyed them. I come in their stead.
Then it is getting worse out there. How did you make it through?
Determination, really. Apart from that, I was lucky.
Are you with Valdis?
I am here in friendship. The Borden have good reason to hate me. I kill them whenever I see them.
Then we must ask for your help. We are desperate.
Tell me what I can do.
We have been combing every inch of this desert, looking for the Azunite artifact.
Azunite?
You've heard something of them. They were a force to be reckoned with.
So it seems.
This desert used to be their home. Somewhere there is a hidden shrine, and inside a weapon. If the stories are true, then this weapon is powerful enough to repel even Valdis. But blazes if we can find it. And Valdis is bearing down on the fortress, where resistance forces have gathered. They need our help, and we are running out of time.
Tell me everything you know. There must be some clue.
We found an ancient Azunite chamber, rumored to contain a map if it can be unlocked. Somewhere out in the desert are the keys to it. They are stelae, stone tablets that point the way. But they are guarded by the scath. If we could place them in the chamber, we might discover the artifact's exact location.
The Scath are fanatical. Their sole purpose is to protect those tablets. We're at our wits' end. We need your help.
I will do what I can.
If you succeed, you shall have our heartfelt thanks. The Scath hold the 4 stelae at their camps, which are scattered all over this cursed desert. They will not recognize you. Perhaps you will have more luck than we. The map chamber lies within the cavern to the north, inside an ancient Azunite shrine.
I will see what these scath are made of. Farewell.
I will open the gate for you. Safe travels.
What do you know of the Azunites?
Almost nothing.
They must be desperate to chase after a 1,000-year-old artifact to help us fight Valdis.
Desperate. That does seem to be the word for it. Also, we can just steal their stuff. So I'm going to.
Blast this cursed sand. It gets in your teeth, in your ears, everywhere.
I wonder if this is the same type of reference. Yes, I know what you mean.
The desert is a foul place to be for long. The scath are the prettiest things to look at, and that's not saying much. And there's nothing to drink here. What's a soldier without decent spirits? I'll be a happy man when I can get good and drunk again.
What have you got there on the table?
Those are scath cat ribs. Killed it myself this morning. Darn thing has been sniffing around for days. You never tasted fresh meat like this. Of course, it would go down a whole lot better if I had some real drink to go with. Nothing but sandy water to be found here. Say, you find me something appropriate to quench my thirst, and I'll give you a nice portion of these ribs.
How about some of this fine elven ale?
What is this? It can't be elven ale. By Xeria's bosom, I think I'm going to cry. Take the ribs, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, step 3. That is another part of that one doll side quest. Also, I'm gonna go kill this Thrusk because the sound of these two fighting is very annoying. Oh, that leveled Tar. Okay. Cool. Jeez. But yeah, so as you heard, we're going to have to fight the Scath, which we actually read about yesterday at one point. I don't remember exactly when, but I know we did. Well, where's my level up? Nerds stealing all my XP. There's nothing over here? There's nothing over here. Okay, cool. And as you can see, despite the fact that we can talk to them, one of them has an elite ring around it. We'll get to him. For now, I am going to go this way. There's my level up. Zap. Right, let's put these points in. What was I going for? I was going for natural bond up so that I could get better mana cost. I also do need to up these at some point because these are kind of important, but I only need natural bond level 8. So only 2 more levels and we can start putting stuff back into invulnerability again. Let's see about you. What were you doing? I need Tremor level 6. I need Tremor level 8, actually. What's a Scath? They're basically hyena people. Essentially, like, I don't know a better way to describe them, really. Wow, that doesn't require hardly anything. Yeah, we need Tremor level 8 regardless of what tree we're going down. Plus I need Tremor level 6 to up that anyways, so... We'll just keep putting points in Tremor to up our damage. What about this? I needed... Oh, I need Devastation 12. Do I want to maybe start getting Corrosive Eruption leveled up? Because we've been using curses a long time, but we haven't really upgraded our curses at all. And I need to at some point. Like, we obviously need Gathered Bolt as soon as this becomes available. And that would be our third super out of 4. Normally I like having 4 leveled up. And I don't know what Corrosive Eruption does. Enemies caught within the noxious cloud are affected by gases that rot them from the inside out. Corrosive fumes violently erupt from victims when they die, burning and poisoning nearby foes. Interesting. That doesn't sound super useful, but it seems worth getting at some point. To max out Energy Orb, I just need to put 4 more points into this. That's incredible. I think I'm just going to get Devastation for now, because it'll be a while before we can get the other things anyways. Let's take these guys out. What shot me? Excuse me, sir. Go away. Is there anything over here, or is this just a dead end? It seems to just be a dead end. That's cool. Experience is worth it. So, on to the Azunite Shrine or Windstone Fortress, or both, because you have to go through one to get to the other. But we can't attack these enemies yet, despite the fact that we know they are enemies. So we need to get 4 Stellae, and these guys protect those. So,
No one welcome here.
greetings, I come from far away, and I mean no harm.
All mean harm. All mean harm who come here. All want delay.
I know nothing of any Stellae. Have others been here?
Many others, soldiers, but we We serve Azunites. We serve well.
How do you serve them so well?
We protect them. They are gone, but we protect them. They were strong. We are strong. Their magic is still strong. The Stelae are strong.
I wish to see these wondrous things with my own 2 eyes.
You too. You want the Stelae? No. We serve with our lives.
Wait, I mean you no harm. And now they're angry. Yeah, these guys are no pushovers. This, you can see, weak to melee, weak to ranged. That's not part of their actual thing. They are resistant to fire, that is true. So don't use fire against them, basically. These guys are very powerful. Do not underestimate them, or you will die. Ritual book? It's been a very long time since I picked up a spell book. 10% ice resist. Well, that's better than what Tar's got, which is nothing. Just put all that back. What about that ring that I just picked up? Intelligence, strength, that's going to Lothar. Anything that gives both of those is a Lothar 1 armor. Christ, I'm just going to give that to her now. So as soon as he hits high enough level... Ooh. What's the damage on that? 76 to 126. It's the same as what I'm doing. So not helpful. Okay. This stela was originally guarded by the Scath in the Azunite Desert, and the base of it shaped as though it would fit into a socket. It is rumored that the Azunites constructed a hidden shrine somewhere in the desert home, and that within this shrine there lies an artifact of immense power. It is also rumored that if someone who is not pure of heart attempts to enter the shrine, he will become mad and will wander the desert forever. So there are 3 more of those that we have to grab. I think we have to go up in order to get to the rest of them, so we're going to go this way first. Because I want experience and items. I care more about items than I do about progressing the story. Like... Oh no, there's actually... This might actually be the way I'm supposed to go. Because I see that, I see that flag up there, and that's no good. These things are so useless. They do so little damage. I can 2-shot them and they do so little damage. Sand Reaper, go away. Nobody likes you. Oh yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go, I think. I don't know, can I see a cave entrance from here? Because if so, then yeah. I can't see a cave entrance, but the path keeps going, so like, I don't know, man. We'll deal with it. We'll do it. So this is a Scath Zealot Stelae Guardian. Why is this guy coming up here? What? He was a scout, that was why. But don't worry about it. So let's back up a little bit, so they have to come to us. And let's kill the small ones first. Whoa! He does not like Tar. Oh, and that would be why. They hate characters who use healing magic. Yeah, that's not good. Why are you running away? You're supposed to be a big one. Ooh. Ranged weapon. Yeah, they do a lot of damage. Like, I don't care, dude. Die. So yeah, basically every single time we find an elite scat that has Stelae Guardian in its name, that is a required enemy to kill to complete the game. Stela was originally guarded by the Scath in the Azunite Desert, and the base is shaped as though it would fit into a socket. Rumored that, it's also rumored that anyone seeking the shrine for his own benefit will never find it. Interesting. Hot. This does look to be a dead end on closer inspection, so that's good. Because I remember there was always one that I could never remember the location of, and it's probably this one. But there is a chest here. Another amulet. Ooh. Intelligence and lightning resist. Honestly, that's not bad. I might take that over the magic damage reduction, because intelligence actually helps me. I'm very low on mana potions, I just noticed. Let's fix that. Hi, hi. Hi, Jewel. How are you doing? Good morning, child. Up here, there are a couple of rooms we never went in. The middle one has this guy.
There are no decent recruits to be found here. And what's worse, while my own squadron finds glory and riches in battle, Soldier Jordan is languishing in this backwater town seeking phantoms. Pshaw. If that wasn't enough, these leafheads don't even eat decently, let alone fight right. I'd give near anything to taste red meat again. The bloodier the better.
Forgive my curiosity, but I was wondering, what is that beside you on the table?
That is a statuette of Ziria. I've had time enough on my hands to carve a few more of them. These sap bloods may not be able to tell Ziria from Elendere, but my art will fetch a fair price when I rejoin my unit. I'd be willing to give that statue to you in exchange for some fresh meat. This dryad diet of leaves and insects does not agree with me at all.
Hello, Fire Guard. You're wrong. Will this do?
Scat cat ribs. Now, these are something I can dig my teeth into. I promised you the statuette of Ziria, so here it is.
Lucky statuette of Ziria. And now we don't get to do anything with that for like 20 hours. Probably. It might be traded in Act 1, but I'm pretty sure that one doesn't get traded until near the end of Act 2. So we are going to have that in our inventory for a very long time. Now we continue. So this was a dead end, so we can just go back now. There is a lot of stuff left. Someone drew female nets on Twitter, and oh boy. Oh, please. This happens all the time. Don't worry about it. What? That shadow is a vulture, I believe. Why does it keep saying I can't move? Stop that. Now we can go this way. What's a Netzak? AKA Green Man from the hit video game Punch Myself in the Head Simulator. You think if somebody made that people would buy it? Jack, that's actually not Rule 34. I think it's 36. I don't remember which is which, but I know it's not the same thing. Hello. Hello, sir.
Greetings, traveler. You do not look like a typical soldier. Are you a stranger to these parts?
Aye, this desert is strange to me.
Ah, new faces are rare indeed. Be sure to walk with care. This land holds many secrets and protects itself well.
Treasures?
However, one with skill may also find priceless treasures.
Treasures? What sort of treasures? No, it's not Sansi. 34 specifically talks about, you know. But if it's just Netzak as a girl, that's a different rule. Alright, so we're almost done with Act 2, and now on to the next, wait, what's this thing? Oh, right, let's have this be tradable here. Treasures? What sort of treasures?
Yes, I thought that might rouse your interest. Well, friend, some treasures are well hidden behind bits of loose stone and sand, though keen eyes can spot them. Others are harder to come by. One in particular.
Please, tell me more.
My family has lived in this area for centuries, even before it was made a desert by the Great Cataclysm. I am the last of my line, and my old bones are weary of the hot sun and sifting sands. I would see the world before I leave it, if I could be free of my duty.
Yeah, the Scorpion's grown, I think, twice so far. I know we've gotten its special ability. We don't have the aura yet, but Your duty?
You see, my family's crypt is nearby, and within it lies an ancient heirloom of great power. It was created by the powerful and wise Manu Ostar, who have unlocked the ancient secrets of this world. I cannot leave until I possess it. For safekeeping, you understand. There are many who would use such a relic for ill intent.
What stops you from walking in and taking it?
Alas, the crypt's vault is guarded by an ancient statue with a fondness for riddles. My old head seems stuffed with wool these days. I cannot remember the solution to the riddle. But you look like a bright one. I would reward you well if you were able to solve the riddle and bring me my heirloom.
I will give it a try. I have a fondness for riddles.
My thanks, friend. The crypt is not far. Go back through the ravine and continue south along the road. Where the road is washed out, turn east and cross the riverbed. The crypt is on a small hill there. I shall remain here, where I may rest these old bones.
Fire guard, I have. Is there anything you remember about the riddle? Any clue, however small?
Well, my family's motto is this: war follows in the footsteps of men, and the abstinence of peace brings evil again. Perhaps it will be of use to you.
Thank you. I shall return shortly. This is actually the solution to the riddle. But it's not as obvious as it looks in text there. I do actually know the actual answer to the riddle already. Master Thestrin is an old man you came across in some ruins in the Azunite Desert. He told you a story about a priceless heirloom he is seeking that evidently is contained within his family's crypt not far from the ruins. He is too frail to recover it himself and has asked you to help. The heirloom is guarded by a statue with a fondness for riddles. The only clue you have is Thestrin's family motto: war follows in the footsteps of men, and the abstinence of peace brings evil again. There's also a button here, which opens up a secret room with multiple chests in it. So, you know, they're all dropping rings. I don't have enough characters to equip all these rings. Dang it. I like loot, but can you give me varied kinds? I forgot to put that into the thing. Who picked up that ring? Oh, I'm wearing it. Nah, I'll just keep it. It's just lightning resist. I'm guessing the heirloom, getting the heirloom back is mandatory. Actually, it's not. Once you get the heirloom, you have the choice to keep it or give it to him. And either way, you don't get locked out of any rewards. Okay, now if you remember, there was that area I didn't want to go in yet. That's because it was tied to this quest, and I didn't want to do the objective for the quest before I had the quest. They use tentacles. Each have a pair. Okay. Jeez. I have tentacled party members. Jeez. It was over here. There should be a scorpion guarding it at this point. Or maybe just a sand reaper. I don't know. No, there's actually nothing respawned up here. Except for that one Thrusk. And inside we go. This area is a little dangerous. Don't be fooled. It is not just a tiny dungeon. I have 4 ring fingers. I cannot wear more than 2. Jeez. Be on... Okay. Do not open any of these doors under any circumstance. Don't do it. It will kill you. But here's the statue guardian. In order to solve the riddle, we have to answer the riddle, and then that door will unlock.
Of all the great leaders of this world, 4 spirits haunt my dreams to this day and keep my soul from finding peace. Ajunai, defender of the people. Zeramoth, tyrant of the first age of man. Elendir, leader of the Agolans, and Ziria, goddess of war. Answer me this, traveler. When I slumber, which spirit first visits me?
So, going by there's loot in them. Oh, there is loot in them, but we can't get it with our current equipment. So going by the riddle, the first half of it is war follows in the footsteps of man, which means that the first two are Azanai, because that's man, and then Zyria, because that's war. So AX. And then the abstinence of peace brings evil again. Peace is Elendil, though I don't know why. It doesn't actually ever... Oh, I know why. It's because the Agalans were historically a peaceful race. They refused to participate in war. And then Zeramoth is evil, because he is evil. So the correct answer is Azanai, Zyria, Elendil, Zeramoth. But fuck that. Get all of them wrong.
That is not the order in which the spirits visit me. My soul must remain in eternal unrest.
Now, the reason that you get all of them wrong is because, if you do, those two enemies spawn in. These two enemies will spawn in multiple times. The only dangerous one is the Plated Twisted Shale, because it hates characters who use potions. It also resists death magic for some reason, but that doesn't really matter. You want to get that question wrong as many times as you can before they stop spawning, because every time you kill one of those, it has a loot pool. It also gives a lot of experience. So just farm these. Oops. I forgot mana potions also make them mad. My bad. Thankfully, shales are not that hard to kill. It's not cheese. It's not cheese. It's just smart.
Of all the great leaders of you.
At one point, they will stop respawning after you get the question wrong, which is when you want to stop doing this and instead actually answer it properly.
Of all the great you.
I think the plated ones also cast a curse sometimes, but I'm not sure about that. What's behind the two doors, by the way? The doors on the other sides are enemies that are well beyond our level, and we would not be capable of taking them on at our current state. Like, I'm level 16, 17. They're around level 28. We don't want to open those doors. And there's 4 of them, by the way. We will be coming back to those about halfway through Chapter 2 to see what's behind them, because... Again, we don't want to deal with that right now. Oh, he's not targeting the tank. That's not funny. Oh! Jesus! Wow! He hit me once! Yeah, they're not pushovers. Don't think they're pushovers, but... I was not expecting that. Good lord. Anyone who expects that is on drugs. That's something that makes them read the future. Let's keep going. Okay, so now they're not spawning anymore, which means we want to actually answer it properly. So,
4 spirits haunt my dreams to this day. Which spirit visits me
Azunai, Zyria,
Which spirit visits me third?
Elendil,
Finally, which spirit visits me last?
Zeramoth.
You speak with wisdom, child of flesh. I shall be haunted by these spirits no longer, and may finally rest in peace. The way is now clear for you.
I'm more used to JRPGs being the random one-shot death plazas. That happens sometimes. It's more exemplified in this room beyond, actually. So, you can see Undead Azanite Mage Hero, level 30, health 2,914. We can't kill that. It's physically impossible at our current state. So, we're going to click invulnerability, run in, grab the sword, and then get the fuck out. Because otherwise we will die. And that is why we need to get invulnerability before coming in here. There was also a very large chest in there. We'll get that later. Because, it's going to take us a while for invulnerability to come back, and even when it does come back, getting it right now is probably not smart. It's not, that's not cheese. You're intended to do this now. But now that we have his sword, we can go back and give it to him.
My friend, I can see that you have successfully answered the riddle, and that you have the heirloom. This is a happy day indeed. The Manu Ostar will be most pleased. For your troubles, I will teach you a secret chant, known only to those of my family. If you stand on one of the incantation shrines scattered around the land and speak this chant, you shall be filled with an impressive power.
I'll try that, thanks.
There is one more thing.
Yes?
Do not speak of the heirloom to anyone, especially anyone in Amanlu. It is painful to admit, but there are some who seek to tarnish my family's name and will tell untruths about us. There is a particular elf, Athelas, who will say near anything to bring about my downfall.
I will keep that in mind, thanks.
Now, my child, please hand over the heirloom. These old hands have longed to hold it again.
Certainly. Here it is.
Ah, I expected that you would behave honorably. May the light of Zyria bless you and keep you safe. Oh, I should tell you one more thing before you leave, my friend.
I'm listening.
The chant I gave you earlier, Magrum Erupto, you may not wish to utter that after all. I was not sure of your intentions, but now that you have proven yourself wise, I do not wish you harm. I shall teach you a more rewarding chant. When next you stand upon an incantation shrine, chant this instead. I am sure you will be pleased.
There we go. A family heirloom complete. Yeah, do not chant Magrum Erupto. It is bad. What does it do? I'm not sure. But this one, Requio Amicum S, you actually do want to chant that one. So I will be showing what that one does as soon as we find an actual incantation shrine, because there's not one near here.